Let's talk about bullying, and this is today's message. And it might be feeling at the moment that you're getting a bit bullied, whether it's at work or at home, in a certain situation, whatever it is. Just understand when bullies are people who are like power players, manipulators, and when I talk about people like that, you might be feeling really good about yourself, and you may be with a partner who likes to be up here and wants you just here. And just when you start getting higher and you're feeling really good, they might just go, "Oh, are you sure you want to wear that dress?" Bang. You have to watch out for people who are power players, manipulators, and you have to understand the games they play. And this can come into narcissism, not that we're going into that today. That's another whole video in itself. Sometimes the bully is not always understood. They push and they point and they put all the terrible negative stuff out there against other people. It's because nobody wants to look, they don't want anybody to be looking at them, because there's seriously something wrong going on inside them, where they feel the need and the power to have to be a bully towards other people. This happens at times in the schoolyards. We see this all the time. We see this grow through life. If I take this back a step and go, so we have kids, and when we're kids and we're babies, we put on the floor and there's a biscuit there, and you can't communicate. Children will bite each other or push each other out of the road to get that biscuit, and that is a survival instinct, right? So then we go into school and the kids start growing up, and they start to get to that higher grade of, say, 6 or whatever it is now, that you get into the primary school age, and they've worked themselves up there, and then they keep the other grades down here. So they learn to manipulate, and sometimes you might have somebody who manipulates themselves to be the bully in grade 7. Or grade 6, I should say, and then they go into grade 7 into high school, another complete different level, and they're back down the bottom again, and they have to work through it. If the bully gets to the top of that section and says, "I hit grade 12 or going into that," and they're like, "Okay, well, now I'm going to go into college," and it might be the same thing. Or the people who are breaking the rules all the way in their final years of school, maybe they come back out and then they're like, "You know what, I can't manipulate anybody now." So then they start manipulating the law, bending the law, doing things like that. And then if you go another level on top of that, that's where you come into people who are malicious and everything else. So you can grow into this person, but at any time you can step out and get back onto a normal path. So if you find yourself feeling like, "Oh, maybe I sort of said something that wasn't too nice to somebody," acknowledge it, respect it, say sorry to them, say, "I'm really sorry, and I'm really sorry, I should not be taking my frustrations out on you." Acknowledging is healing, and healing is wisdom, and wisdom is to know the difference between right and wrong and what goes on. So socially, in families, in relationships, in workplaces, this can happen all the time. Bullying is a big thing. Understanding where does that bully fit in, why did it get to that stage, why are they still doing it, is a big thing. So sometimes if a bully's saying or doing something or being rude to you, don't take it on. Understand that's their issue, not yours. You can choose at any time not to take that on. You can choose at any time to get somebody to help you with that situation if need be, if it's in work or whatever else. If you're stuck in a relationship and it's negative and it's just one pick after the other, what are you going to do about it? You need to be able to grow as a person, and you won't do that if you're under the thumb of somebody else. Time to see what needs to change. See you tomorrow.